channel. If you're new here, hi, my name is Pamela and I do homeschooling, lifestyle, and mommy type of videos. So if you're interested in that type of content, don't forget to like and share this video and subscribe down below, and also hit the notification bell so you don't miss any new uploads. But yes guys, from the title and thumbnail of this video, it is about my Pre-K Learning Workbook, and I'm so excited to show you guys what's in it. It has been a while in the making. This is definitely my longest book with the most content that I spent the most money on to create, but I'm so excited to show you guys finally what's inside of it. It probably took, I don't even know, like half a year to make. It took about 6 months because I started off slowly, you know, with all the busy mom stuff going on. But ever since I created my preschool learning workbook, which is still up on my selling pages, and I have a video on it, I'll link it down below. I knew I wanted to create the next level up, which was the Pre-K Learning Workbook. So this is it right here. I'm going to show you guys the Pre-K Learning Workbook. It has over 50 activities. It is meets all the pre-K standards. I'm definitely going to be using this for my pre-K student this upcoming school year for 2018 to 2019. That's why I created it, and also for all of you guys. But because there's so much content in here, I broke it up into 4 subjects. So it's reading, math, science, and social studies. So if you guys don't want to get this big binder because you guys already have other curriculum or whatever the reason may be, I split them up. So you guys will either be able to get the big Pre-K Learning Workbook with all of the activities for all 4 subjects, or you can get each subject separately. So I'll show you guys right here. I have the Pre-K Math Workbook, the Pre-K Reading Workbook, the Pre-K Social Studies Workbook, and the Pre-K Science Workbook. So like I said, I broke it down, but all the stuff that's going to be in these little binders, you guys will find in the bigger binder. I took it from the bigger binder, from the bigger workbook, just in case you guys don't want, you know, the big one. But anyway, I'm gonna stop talking now, and I'm finally gonna show you guys what's inside of it. Of course, I'm not gonna show you everything because there's a lot in here, but I will show you guys the stuff I'm most excited about. And alright, let's get into this video. So this Pre-K Learning Workbook, and like I said before, this will be available on my Teachers Pay Teachers and Etsy page. Like always, if they're not available once this video is up, they will be available shortly after. So this is my Pre-K Learning Workbook, and like I said before, it has over 50 activities. It meets all the Pre-K learning standards. So you'll be good to go to add this to your homeschool curriculum or to your pre-K classroom. It can even be used for younger or older kids, whatever you see fit. But like I said before, it was broken down. If you guys don't want this entire workbook with all the subjects, reading, math, science, and social studies, you guys can get just the subject that you guys are looking for. So math, reading, social studies, and science. It will contain all the content that's in here for that subject, as well as the corresponding learning charts. So just like my previous workbook, the preschool learning workbook, you guys will need to set it up yourselves. These are all digital files, so you're not going to get any binders or anything in the mail. You're just going to have an instant download. So like the one before, sheet protectors for the sheets, and the ones that have the scissor on them will have to be cut out, laminated, and then attach Velcro to if you so wish. You don't have to do that. You can just place the little cutouts on binder pockets if that's what's easier for you. But I do have the recommended products right here. And okay, so chapter 1 is the preschool basics, chapter 2 is learning charts, chapter 3 daily activities, 4 is reading, 5 is math, 6 is science, and 7 is social studies. So the preschool basics just has the basics for preschool, just like what the title says. The alphabet and number chart, colors, seasons, weather, and the continents. And the learning charts are what I felt needed a more thorough explanation. So for example, the adults pre-primary sight words chart, I feel like they need a more they need it in chart form to be able to fully, you know, memorize the words. So it's in chart form, and there's an activity for it in the workbook, so that's why I added the chart. And then I have a CVC blending words short vowel chart as well, because I have an activity that includes the pictures, and I felt like it's important for them to be able to recognize and read the word without the picture. The number chart 1 to 50, a clock chart, a money chart, a size chart, and a human body organs chart. Chapter 3 is daily activities. This is one of my favorite sections. Here they will circle the corresponding season, the corresponding weather for that day, and then here's for them to learn their months. So they're going to put the corresponding month here and attach it. Here they would identify the days of the week. So it's color coded, and then they would place the day that it is today. Today is Wednesday, yesterday was Tuesday, and tomorrow will be Thursday. And here's the calendar. I felt it was important to have just a plain black and white calendar, so you can really examine if your child has learned all the months of the year, the days of the week, and their numbers. So today's the 18th. So right here they would just take it on the previous page, I created storing pages for the months and the numbers. So they would just take it from here, like today is July 18th, and they'll place it right here, and it is Wednesday. And then this last activity is identifying their emotions. So they would identify, that's what I do with my toddler. I just have to identify these emotions, and then I ask her what she's feeling that day, and she'll say happy, excited, whatever it might be. I feel this was an important page to add because at this age, you know, they are struggling with learning their emotions, identifying them, and learning how to work through them. So it's just a great conversation starter to ask her how she's feeling at the beginning of her day, which is when I do this work in this workbook. Chapter 4 is reading. This one has A through Z. They were going to practice their handwriting, and they're going to circle the corresponding letter sound. This goes from A to Z. The next activity is rhyming. So they're going to circle the picture that rhymes with this one here. So hat, it would be cat. This activity is learning the short and long vowel sounds because it's important for them to understand that letter A, for example, doesn't only make a, it also makes the actual letter sound like acorn, and so on. And this one is for them to learn story sequence, so they would just match the correct picture in the story sequence. The next one is math. So for this one, they would trace the number word, and circle the corresponding number. It goes all the way from to 20. And then numbers 21 to 50 is a matching activity. And then placing the corresponding number and the equal number of dots. So for 9, they would count the dots and match it to the correct number. There's shapes. There's telling the correct time. So here they would tell the time here, it's 1, and they would attach the correct digital time there. Then I have money activity. And then there's a clock. So here they can tell different times by the hour. And for this one, I just attached Velcro here and then little pieces here to be able to attach it here and tell different kinds of times. Sorting objects by shape and color. And then this one is one of my favorites. I actually created like a little Goldilocks and Three Bears math story. So I read the story to her, and I showed her a little video beforehand, and she was so excited to do this like math story activity. So here they're going to learn short and tall. There's activities for short and tall, to learn less and more, to learn same and different, and pattern sequencing, and matching correct sizes. The next chapter is science. So for science, this is an activity for them to learn their 5 sentences. They're gonna have to match the correct child to the correct sense being used. And this one my toddler also loves. This is just showing them to circle all the healthy foods. So she loves just identifying the healthy and unhealthy foods. And then matching fruits and veggies. Identifying living and non-living. Body parts. Plant life cycle. So she was super excited to do this one as well. She loves watering the plants and learning about plants, so this is definitely an activity she enjoyed. The next one is the butterfly life cycle. Matching animals, pets, farm animals, ocean animals, bugs is all here. And then another exciting one that she loved is matching the correct moon cycle. So this one, for example, is first quarter, so they're going to match the appropriate one. And under here we'll have the name. Everything is labeled underneath. Matching the planets is also a favorite one that she loves. Chapter 7 is social studies. It's matching clothing, sports, careers, matching the US regions. So the last preschool workbook had the continents, and this one I feel the next step up would be the US regions, and then the next step after that would be learning the actual states. It has matching vehicles, and this one I thought was really important to add here because it's important for them to learn safety rules, traffic safety rules. So this one they would just have to match the walk and don't walk signs. You know, I always explain this to her, for example, when we're crossing the streets, and she already knows because of this activity. The next one is traffic lights, so they can learn stop, slow down, and go. And oh yeah guys, also I forgot to mention for activities like this one, the underneath one isn't black and white because I feel it's really important for them to identify and really use visual discrimination when identifying, because if it was the same color, this is pre-K now, so it has to be a little bit more advanced. So they can actually identify, pay attention to the little details, and really match the correct one. Just wanted to add that in there. But yeah guys, that is it for this workbook. Like I said, it will be available on my Teachers Pay Teachers and Etsy page. I'm so happy to finally be able to share this with you guys. Like I said before, you guys can either get the big workbook with all of the chapters in it, or separate subjects if you so wish. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!